Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of the Masochist series. Credit to Cimo and Hossman for inventing the series. But first, would you like to make your Master Duel experience a whole lot better?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright, we lost the coin flip, but our opponent made us go first, which, with this hand, I'm fine with. I mean, I guess we just go with this. They have a Cyber Dragon icon, so that could mean they're playing Cyber Dragons. I don't know what else they could be playing, but Max C on the normal summon is absolutely fine. I physically cannot do anything else, so we'll just set Ring of Destruction, the Paleozoic card, and we pass and hope they don't have Lightning Storm. But we have two layers of defense here. We have the Lightning Storm, we have the Barrier Statue. I mean, no, not the Lightning Storm. We have the trap cards, and then we have Barrier Statue. Signet Mining, if they're playing Salamangrates, we are cooked. They are playing Salamangrates. I mean, that'll do it. What are you going to do, right? You play Barrier Statue, they play a Fire deck. What can you do? Sometimes it happens. We can't even get angry. Our best bet is to keep them off the normal summon. I think the best thing to do here is actually Candina. Or Canadia. That's probably the best thing to do. Weirdly enough, I think this is the best thing to do. So we hit him with this. It'll book the monster face down. And where that helps is that even if he searches a Paleozoic, I mean not a Paleozoic, a Salamangrate beyond this, he can't really do much else because he can't go into the other one. He can't go into the rest of the stuff. He can't link summon because this is flip face down, so that might actually help. And yeah, he's going to end phase here. Now the problem is we have to create some kind of a board that's usable here. Hopefully by drawing another Floodgate of some sort. I think we go Endymion here. This has how much defense? This has... He's going to summon this for free, which is a 1500 attack. And then he's got this is 800 and stuff like that. I can't do anything about that. Alright, so then we just hit him with this. We'll activate Endymion onto itself, and we'll equip Artemis to that. We'll activate the Artemis, try to search. We'll see if he lets us. He might ash this, which is actually not the end of the world because we have the Endymion, the destroy draw effect. That's fine. See, that's not even a problem. We could just destroy draw. The issue is I really need to draw something very useful off of this, otherwise I actually do lose. Because there's not much I can really do here beyond this. If this falls, it's over. Mistake is really good for this situation. I think we throw back Snow. Mistake is really good right now. And I think we just don't set this yet, but I think we just go to battle phase. They're going to be able to summon the Gazelle. They will be able to summon Gazelle because if the monster gets destroyed, they'll summon Gazelle because the Gazelle can even work in the damage step, I believe. I think... Actually, never mind. Except during the damage step. So, no, he can't summon... He can't summon Gazelle during the damage step. So, we attack over that, and then we attack directly. So, not during the damage step. And then we just go to main phase 2. Set Mistake. And I think we just end phase here. We set end phase. Neither player can add cards. This is a continuous effect. So, it's not... It's an effect that's continuous. So, if they already activated in a... Well, no, I probably could have changed it anyway. Yeah, I guess we just flip Mistake now. We have 2 Floodgates, Mistake. Barrier Statue's obviously not doing much against Salamangrates, being that they're playing a Fire deck. Normal Summon Gazelle. They're going to be able to send to Grave, which I guess it's fine. It's not the end of the world. I'll wait for them to either go to battle phase or something like that. Actually, it wouldn't be a dumb idea to destroy the Gazelle, now that I think about it. Yeah, if I destroy Gazelle, He's going to add Jack Jaguar. Yeah, actually, yeah, we're going to go ahead and activate the Destruction, Ring of Destruction. We're going to pop this. That's actually not a bad idea because he doesn't have protection yet. So we destroy that, and since he doesn't have a Link monster, he actually, the Jack Jaguar, I don't think he can bring back. No, he can't. Oh, wow, okay. We need, if we can wrap this up right now. He's setting stuff, which means he's a little bit scared. I don't know what he has face down. Photon Advancer, I can't really do anything with that. 13 plus 1,000. This is interesting. Can we? I don't think we can game, though. I do not think that we can game here. I don't think we have a route to game. I'm trying to do the math in my head. I don't think we do. I do not think we have a route to game. I guess we activate this. Target and Endymion. We'll target itself. Make ourselves gain some attack. Yeah, I don't think that we have a route to game. As unfortunate as that is. We'll equip this. Make this 23. So we're at 33. If I summon this... that puts me at 46, which isn't quite enough. I'm trying to do the math correctly in my head. Because unfortunately, this barrier statue is actually what's stopping us here. This card right here, when your monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, sense it, so I can't do that. I mean, I guess we can eventually summon this, because this actually isn't that bad, because if it's destroyed, you can target one card on the field, destroy, inflict 1,000. So it might help us end the game later. So we'll summon this out, and we'll go to battle phase now. Hopefully they don't have anything too crazy. We don't want to activate the destroy quite yet. So we'll go to battle phase, we'll attack with what we've got. And we'll put them within range of loss. So we'll see if we can do that. So we'll attack with these guys. We'll attack, attack, attack. Okay, we'll attack, attack, and attack. And we'll leave them at not a lot. And we'll go main phase 2. And right now, I think I'm going to go... Grenosaurus. Obviously, he's playing Salamangreat, so I'll go Grenosaurus. I'll get rid of the barrier statue because it's doing nothing at all on the field right now. And I'll summon the Grenosaurus out, and if this gets destroyed, we win the duel. So hopefully there is a way, if this XYZ summoned card is destroyed in any way, so even if we destroy our own card somehow, so if we get a Torrential or something and destroy it, so we'll activate, pop this to draw. That is not useful in any way, but yeah, it's just not useful in any way. I mean, he's in no way useful. Yeah, I have no way to really destroy my own card. I think we just pass and hope that this guy somehow, some way, manages to pop my monster. If he pops this monster, we win. If he doesn't and he reads it, then we lose. So, if he attacks it by battle, we win. If he does anything of that sort, we have a potential here to win this duel. And he doesn't have Falco engraved, thankfully. Because Falco would have gotten rid of the mistake. I believe Falco gets rid of mistake. I can double check, of course, by going to this. Never mind, it's not Falco. Falco doesn't get rid of mistake. There's something that gets rid of mistake. I forget which one. And they're going to scoop in the background. So I thought we played that fairly well. Mistake performed well. This is the first game that we drew mistake in a situation where we could use it. And we kind of drew it later in the game, which was nice. We get 1 legacy ticket. Okay, let's open up some master packs here. We'll open 2 because we're above platinum. Okay, and we get a UR guaranteed right off the bat. Happy to see that. Always nice to get UR guarantees. Let's see what we've got here. Right underneath, we've got Super Polymerization. That is an insane card, but I don't have any targets. I don't have Garura. I don't even. What else is good? Garura, Mud Dragon. I don't think I have any of that stuff, so I can't really do anything with that. Trimid card. This card's not bad in Trimids, but I don't have enough Trimid cards. Ice Jade card. Needs Ice Jades. We do have some Ice Jades, but I don't know if enough to play it. Golden Dragon Summer Tribute. Oh yeah, we used to play this. Tribute a monster. Target a monster on the field, return it to the hand. We used to play this in our Spellcaster deck because it was just generically good. So we used to use it. Flamevel, another Subterror. Lemon Magician Girl, can't use that. Let's see what this is. Servant of Endymion is huge for the Pendulum deck. I'll be honest with you, I am not super aware of how to play Pendulums, but we have pulled a lot of good Pendulum stuff, and that's one of the decks that for next season I actually will be making, like remaking, not, I guess not next season, but like next cycle, whether we get dropped down or whatever happens to us. I think that the Servant of Endymion will be very interesting for that, because that is a really, really, really excellent card. It is. I mean, it really is. All right, let's open one more pack since we are above platinum. Hopefully we get something cool here. We do have to make some edits to the deck too. And like I said, I'm making all new decks after this. That's pretty good. Fist of the Unrivaled Tenyi is good, because if you control a non-effect monster, negate the activation, that's good for our Phantasm Spiral deck. It's really good. Slash Phantasm Spiral, like, dinosaur deck that we have brewing, Magician of Black Chaos, Shadal, Zephyrcore, a Nordic card. This isn't bad, actually. If you control a magic key, you can reveal this in your hand. Normal summon a magic key monster. In addition, we have to control a magic key monster. So if I get the magic key normal monsters, I can maybe use this. If this card's normal summon, you can target a normal monster or a magic key monster in your graveyard, special summon it. That's not bad, actually. Both of these effects aren't bad. We just need more magic key stuff to make that usable. Another Mecha Phantom Beast, and we've got Infernity Doom Marching. I think this is generic, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is totally generic. A Dark Synchro. Yeah, this is totally generic. It just gets better. This is a cool boss monster. I guess kind of not really a boss monster, kind of like a synchro monster. This card gets better if you play it in an Infernity deck, but you don't have to play it in an Infernity deck. It's just better when you do. So you can target a card and negate it if you have no cards in hand, which is the whole point of an Infernity deck. No cards in hand, you get to destroy it. And then this other effect is, while you have no cards in hand, if it battles, you do double damage. Again, it's an Infernity card, but you don't have to do that. And oftentimes our deck, when we're dueling, we have no cards in hand. Like we play one hand trap. So in reality, it's very, very common for us to have no cards in hand regardless. So if we can summon this, it's actually not a bad card. And then a Dark Synchro monster that was summoned, using this card as material can make 2 attacks on monsters during the battle phase. I don't know what we're really summoning off of summoning this. I don't know, but I suppose something. Actually, the Tenyi, weirdly enough, the Tenyi Synchro monster is a dark, but it already does 2 attacks on monsters. So that's not going to work, but that is definitely interesting. All right, so we're back. We're replacing some stuff. We are definitely adding some cards. We're adding... What do I have this by? Numbered owned. I have to replace some stuff. Order obtained. There we go. So now I have to put some stuff in from last episode. Cerberus is going in easily. Brew Enforcer's coming out. That's like the easiest trade of all time. I mean, obviously, I think Nightmare... Not Griffin. Nightmare, not Unicorn. Unicorn would have been cool too, but Nightmare... What's the other one? Why am I forgetting who's who? Nightmare... And it doesn't pop up. Whatever, Phoenix would have been a better pull, technically speaking, but it's whatever. So we got that. That's definitely going in. The other card that I've been absolutely dying to play is the Angel Statue Azure. That card, we pulled it last episode, but I swear to you, it's like I cannot find space in the main deck. I literally don't know what to do. It is technically a good card, but I don't know, because so many cards here work with so many things. So I think we'll just wait for later until we really need to replace something. But so far the deck I'm actually quite happy with. I think it's quite good. On a side note, like I've been saying, almost all these decks will be deleted, and I have for next episode, whether we get to Diamond or not this episode, it doesn't matter, because for next episode we're going to be changing the way we play everything. I'm going to be deleting almost all of these decks, and we're going to kind of like start from scratch with like maybe 5 good decks, and the rest of these will just will disappear, because a lot of them are repeats anyway. I don't think I'm going to be playing them anyway, but that's for next season. But this season, like I said, this is probably our last. We're in Platinum, trying to get into Diamond. All right, so this is a hand we drew. It's okay. This hand is okay. It's definitely playable. I think we just activate Decisive. Unfortunately, we drew one of our bricks, but it's not the end of the world. It's kind of like a soft brick. I think we summon that. We set this. We might be changing some other things for next season. Like I said, with even the Spellcaster deck, I think we might be changing some stuff. I think I'll just summon the Nefariousness and pass on this. It's not the best. It's not the worst. Even this deck, I think we need to change some things. It might actually be the end for the free special summon, the free Spellcaster special summons. They're really good cards, but sometimes they're not generic, and we draw something like Photon Advancer, and we just lose. Where if we had drawn, I don't know, like if we had drawn like Photon Thrasher plus Nefariousness, we would have gone full combo here. To activate pre-preparation of rights. I don't even know what this guy could be playing. He used himself. Okay, so he's got low. I mean, the problem is, against this deck, we probably just lose no matter what. These 2 interruptions are absolutely not enough to beat this deck. It's just not enough. I think we just lose no matter what. Even if Solemn Judgment on this isn't terrible, but at the same time, I think, like I said, I think this is pretty much where we're cooked here. There's not much I can do. He's going to add this plus the monster that's mentioned on it, which is the Saravis. That protects from targeting. So if I think Solemn Judgment on low, believe it or not, might actually be the best thing to do. If I try to Ring of Destruction low, he can just activate the Saravis to negate it. If I do this, then it eats his normal summon, so it may slow him down a bit. But I guess we'll see. And if he summons Saravis, we've got Ring of Destruction for the Saravis. But we did take a large hit of life points, obviously. Golden Sarcophagus. There's not much I could do about that. He searched it. I mean, this guy drew a really good hand, and we drew a really shit hand. There's not much I can really do here. I mean, I guess we can... I'm not going to Ring of Destruction on this. It's 3,000 we basically lose if he summons anything. He's going to send Imperm and send something else. I think I just let him summon whatever rank 8 he needs to here. It's probably the best thing for me to do. Yeah. Honestly, I think we lose no matter what. I think we lose no matter what, especially if he goes into all of the others. He's going to go even more into the horror stuff. I think this one's a losing battle. I don't think we win this one. Yeah, this is over. There's nothing I can do. These monsters are just too damn big, and I don't have anything. My hand really sucks. This one we lost, and nothing we can really do. All right, guys. So we're going to be adjusting the deck a little bit. I think it's time we actually take out the Inari Fire, the Nefariousness, and lastly Nefariousness, the Inari Fire, and there's one more that we want to take out, and the Runryu. Only because our spellcasters have continued to drop over and over and over. Like, it's to the point where we play 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess the 3 Endymions, this dude searchable, this, and this. And that's all the spellcaster. Technically, this is spellcaster too. But we keep reducing the amount of spellcasters that we play. So we've got to just replace things. The Vanquish Soul we can put in. That's a free summon. It's not inherent. The problem with some of these cards is that they're not inherent special summons. So, actually, yeah, this one might be. You can special summon this card from your hand. This might actually be just an inherent summon. The problem with these other summons is they're not inherent. So, these Tenyi monsters, for example, they're just not inherent summons. They rely on other stuff. But I guess, yes, it's more susceptible to Max C, but there's nothing that I can do about that. This is just more consistent than not doing it, and I guess it's something that we get to sort of try something new. So, it might be a good idea here. The other card that I've been dying to play is this Angel Statue. I've wanted to play this since we've pulled it, but we haven't really been able to. I would take out Gozen Match, but I just put in a ton of water monsters, so I don't know if this would probably be the wrong time to take out Gozen Match right now. But yeah, Gozen Match has won us a lot more games than it's lost us for sure. I mean, I guess technically we'll take out Gozen Match and we'll save the deck, and this is the new deck that we'll play. Took out Gozen Match, we put in Cerberus, we have replaced the Spellcaster package, which I don't want to do, but we're trying to do our best here, so we'll save that and go play with what we've got now. Okay, we just lost this coin flip, unfortunately. The hand's pretty good, though. We have the Angel Statue. That would have been a Gozen instead. Yeah, I might end up putting Gozen back in. I'm just trying to, test it out a little bit. Diabellstar, he opened the Diabellstar package, and he's playing, most likely, Snake Eye Fire King. Yeah, this deck is still extremely annoying. It seems like no matter where you are, you always have to deal with it. You know, I would think with, they've got this Lightsworn Mate, they've got this Lightsworn Icon. You would think that they'd be playing Lightsworn for once, but I swear to you, I don't think they dropped the new Lightsworn stuff. I've never matched up against a Lightsworn player. Not even once. And the Lightsworn stuff, honestly, is pretty good. I have not played against a single one of them. It's actually, I don't know if it's more sad or shocking. It really is, but Fire King is just one of those decks that we continuously run into. This hand, like I said, it's not the best for dealing with Fire King. No hand really is the best for dealing with Fire King, but we're going to have to do what we can with what we have here. Probably fake Fire King. Oh, it's pure. It looks to be pure, but I mean, that's what they would add even if it wasn't pure. We'll see. We'll see what it is. He hasn't even wasted a normal summon yet. Everything's been normal summon less because he used the Diabell Star to get into this, which was just a wanted to get into that. But in the meantime, my opponent's going to combo off for a while. I guess we could do the Q&A segment of the show where you guys can ask me questions and then I answer them while my opponent combos extensively because we don't have too many hand traps. So somebody asks, what Yu-Gi-Oh YouTubers do I watch? It's a great question. Honestly, at one point, I think I've pretty much watched all of them. It kind of comes and goes which ones I am currently watching at the moment. It has to do with two things, either entertainment or educational. Sometimes I'm learning a new deck, so I'll be watching a certain person. So like right now, I wanted to learn the Aromage deck because I think it's really cool. So I was like, okay, let me go look up a way to play it. And I found someone called Sunsea Jess, and I've been watching her channel. It's actually really informative. That deck, I don't know if that's the right deck for me. I tried playing it a little bit, and every single time I either go into time or like pass with like 10 seconds left, and it just, you gotta have like a clutch gene to play that deck. It's insane. The timer is always running down. That deck takes forever to combo off, and it kind of reminds me of when I was playing the Earth Machine deck. That's another deck where you combo off for like 5 minutes, and the board that you make at the end isn't even really all that impressive. The plant deck obviously makes a much more impressive board than the Earth Machine board. But yeah, you just combo off on and on and on, and it's like so easy to run out of time, and it really solidified it for me. I watched a video of hers, and she was running out of time, and she's the best in the world with the deck. I was like, damn, if she's running out of time, I'm cooked. So that's the channel I've been watching. What else have I been watching? 10-minute testing with the MBT. I of course watch the Masochist, the Cimo Masochist. That's where I started this series, but there's a lot of other ones that I watch sporadically, just in and out all the time. There's a lot that pop up in YouTube Shorts, but those are the three that come to mind right now. But like I said, a week from now, I'm going to be watching totally new people. I used to watch the Roulette every single week when it was going. I used to watch that a lot. The Master Duel Roulette, that one's really cool. But yeah, like I said, tons of different ones. Our opponent's going off here, and they've accomplished, it's like week 1 of Fire King. You would think that they would get tired of this, by the way. Right there in Platinum. They're not, you know, they're not in Diamond. They're not in Master. They're just down here in Platinum, going hard as a rock with a deck that's been out for months and months and months. TCG, OCG, Master Duel, and Mr. J Mike here is just going at it. He changed the mate, he changed the icon, but he never changed the deck. This guy is loyal to the core of Snake Eye. Yeah, this deck is still like very, very good. It's less consistent when you have one Snake Eye Ash. It's more consistent than it is in the TCG, because in the TCG they have one Poplar, and the problem with one Poplar is if you draw Poplar, it's kind of like a brick. This is very underwhelming. This is what he ended on? Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of underwhelming, honestly. So, I gotta play this out a little. This field spell's whack as hell. That's like the main issue for us. It's a stupid-ass field spell. This is, again, I've said this before, this is my least favorite design of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is when you try to do something, your opponent like triggers 15 effects, and it starts with some card like this. If I had like a Cosmic, I would deal with this very easily. But unfortunately, I kind of have to play into it. I have to use the Kashtira Ogre, otherwise I can't play. So I might as well do this. I have no choice. Also, it's kind of funny that we get debuffed because of the Doolittle Chimera, completely by chance here. But yeah, our opponent's going to go into, he's going to use this. Again, this is like such a frustrating aspect of the game. But I do have the Forbidden Chalice, if anything. Yeah, they're going to target that to special summon it. I have the Forbidden Chalice. Doolittle floats. Like I said, effect Veiler. I mean, that's just random. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's fair. He's going to do that, so now I can't do the banish off the top of the deck. I can't do any of that funny business right now. And Maxi, okay. So, he's got Maxi, he's got the Maxi, that. He's got a lot. Honestly, all things considered, with how well he opened, he really didn't actually do all that well. Like, he didn't accomplish that much, considering how he opened fairly amazingly. I'm not going to do this because he's going to, like, have some effect where I activate a monster effect and he gets to do something crazy. Let's see, what can we do from here? Okay, so we're going to go to battle phase. We got to get rid of this IP. I don't think we equip the amphibious yet. I think we go to battle phase, or we threaten battle phase, and then he's going to chain IP, and then I'm going to chain Forbidden Chalice. Yep, exactly what we wanted, exactly what we expected. His Max C is going to get him nothing, which is nice. We're going to chain to this with the Forbidden Chalice, which is cool. He can respond with something. I don't know with what, but he can respond with something. He's going to respond with a Druis Worm. I mean, that's just really... This guy drew every hand trap. This is really, like... His hand was really good. He drew exactly... There's no point to activate that. He drew the Wanted Seeker, which is a 1-card combo, and then he drew 3 hand traps. That's insane. Continue your main phase. Nope. We're going to go straight to the battle phase, and we're going to attack over this IP, so we can get rid of it. We still can't activate our effect anyway, so we're going to go main phase 2. He's got all different types, so unfortunately, I think if this card's sent from field, trying to be smart about this. Unfortunately, there can be only one. Doesn't really do much under these circumstances. I think we set all this. We can activate Moon Mirror, I guess. I guess we activate Moon Mirror. Why not? I think it's better to have it on there than not, because then he's forced to crash the Druis Worm and then send my monster to the graveyard. So he's forced to lose his Druis Worm, in other words. And then that way we at least trade on the Druis Worm. And then he's got this stuff. He doesn't have any Pyros. Target one face up. Alright, well, there goes my... there goes that. Nothing I could do there. Nothing I can do at all there. So that gets destroyed. And I think I'm going to put it at the bottom, because if I don't, I lose. So, yeah, I think we just put it at the bottom. I need to draw other stuff. That is unfortunate. This guy is fairly lucky despite not being all that great at the game. Like, this is, like I said, this is a pretty underwhelming board that he ended on. Usually they'll end on more. They'll end on Appaloosa and far more. This guy just ended on Amphibious Dude. How much defense? This is 1800 attack. Yeah, I guess we have to block the highest attack one. Yeah, and then we'll put it in defense. And if this gets destroyed, we get to destroy another card. So if this gets destroyed, we get to destroy this. But the problem is now, now I forgot this happens, and he can actually chain the other thing too. So he can summon the Kashtira Ogre, and then he can summon, yeah, the Princess. It really does suck. Like, this field spell is probably the more unfair aspect of this deck. It's like, I guess we Solemn Warning the Princess. This is a more unfair aspect of this deck. It's like, I'm getting penalized for making simple plays like normal summoning and special summoning. Like, I put a monster onto the field and my opponent gets to combo, which is a little frustrating. So now they get this. It's a Psychic, Dragon, Machine. You know what's funny is they're going to be only one is a pretty good card against this deck, but it's a pretty bad card against this deck when they don't use Pyros. Like, they've summoned everything else. I don't know why they ended on a Doolittle Chimera. Did they have X-Ray Vision? Like, how did they know? Now we lose here, definitely. They can summon the Link 3 or lower, and he's got all this stuff. I don't think there's much I can do here. I definitely lose this duel. Yeah, there's not much we can do. Like I said, that was the best deck in the game. He went first. He opened 3 hand traps. And, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Next game. Alright, so we just won a coin flip, actually. Yeah, so this hand is really good, actually. Like, really, really good. So we'll start off with Kashtira Ogre, which is quite nice. And usually they max C when they realize, okay, they don't have max C. Usually they'll max C immediately because they realize they've screwed up and then try to make up for their mistake. But we don't have anything to even help with that. So I guess we'll go here. We'll activate this. And we'll add this to hand. And then we'll do the pop, which is nice. If we can get to a rank 4, I think that would be nice. But we don't have summons that... Damn, what do we put back? Honestly, I kind of need all of my interruptions. I think the interruption that we can... I think Do we do follow-up or Forbidden Chalice? Forbidden Chalice can stop him on his turn. Zorora is the follow-up that can go into like Dragite and stuff. Yeah, oof. I think we go for the follow-up. Because I think these 3 should be enough to wipe him out. I think we just set this stuff and pass. We have Mistake. We have Crackdown. We started drawing Mistake, which is nice. Because after many duels of not drawing it, we're drawing it. Neither player can add cards from deck to their hand except by drawing them. That's good. This card I can just wait till he activates a search effect and then I chain Mistake. So I don't have to like chain it really early until he activates something that would allow him to search. Also, I have protection. Heat Wave. Honestly, I don't know what he's playing, but I don't really care about Heat Wave because I've already got 2 monsters on board established. It sucks that I won't be able to use this Aurora, but he might be playing Phantasm Spirals. Okay, that is very odd. What in the world is my opponent playing? 60 card deck. Heat Wave. Paleozoics? Yeah, they're probably playing Paleozoics. Do I let him? I don't think I want to let him do this. But is it worth using Solemn Judgment on? I mean, he's going to mill like so many Paleozoics if I let this resolve. I think I have to Solemn Judgment this, honestly. I think I have to. He will literally mill probably 10, 15 cards. I can't let it resolve. I think I have to. It seems stupid, but I have to do this. This is a major starter in a deck like this. Assuming he is playing Paleozoics, which I think he's playing Paleozoics. I think he's playing some weird Paleozoic Heat Wave build. Phantasm Spirals. I'm fine with that only because I have Mistake. Mistake I'm actually going to chain right now on activation before it resolves. I think I'm going to do it now. That way he can't add the Phantasm Spiral cards to hand. I didn't expect this. You know what's crazy? I have a 40 card build of Phantasm Spirals and I have so much trouble seeing the field spell. I really do. I actually have trouble seeing the field spell to the point where it's frustrating. This guy's playing a 60 card deck and he opens it. It's actually insane. 60 cards and he opens it. I can't. I remember I couldn't open it in the smaller build. I can only set. Oh yeah, because of I can only set because of the thing with this is how you beat Phantasm Spirals. You actually don't activate anything. You just attack. That's the way. This is actually the secret. This is how you beat this deck. You just simply attack. You don't put anything into play. You just attack directly. If they have Paleozoics, cool. They activate them. They activate them like this, for example. They could pop the Mistake. Again, you just attack through it. You don't do anything else. They're gonna pop. That's fine. Mistake is actually pretty good against Phantasm Spirals. I'm not gonna activate this again because if I do, then he gets to summon a token. Then he gets to search. We don't want that. So the best thing here is that. So now we're going to set this, and we're just going to pass here, and then now we can actually activate. Again, another weird thing. This guy's playing a 60 card deck. He opened really well. He opened Heat Wave, Reasoning, and the Field Spell, and then he opened a Paleozoic to counter our Mistake. It's like insane. These people open so crazy good against us. It's actually shocking. Like, if I didn't know this deck, I probably would be losing right now. I honestly would. I would be losing right now if I didn't specifically know how to play against this exact deck and how to beat it. 1,000,000% I would not be winning right now. Or, you know, I don't even know if I'm winning because this could be like, knowing these people, it's like a Storming Mirror Force or something. Shathana is cool. Shathana is cool. So we'll flip this. That's obviously a... Hopefully he doesn't have a Torrential. If he has a Torrential, we are cooked right now. Okay, we don't. Okay. Now, again, we don't want to activate anything. Is this a you can? Yeah, so I think we can make a Synchro. Again, I'm not trying to... This will probably seal the deal right here because this can stop not only the field spell but any BS they have face down. It's probably the best thing to do. And if they use like a Solemn Judgment on this, we have Rochka. So we'll see. We'll see. If it's a Torrential, we can counter it. If he's got whatever he's got, I think we have a response to it. He's going to activate to send a trap. That is totally fine. I'm definitely not negating that. He can send a trap card. He's going to chain this to summon. That's also fine. I'm going to both of those effects are fine. I'm going to save the negate for something more important like the Pacifist Field Spell or something. Yeah, I'm going to save it for the Pacifist Field Spell. I don't know what this card is yet, but I guess I'll find out. He's going to Transaction Rollback. Okay, he's going to activate this. This Field Spell I think is best to... We can negate and destroy it. I don't want to deal with it, so I think that is probably the best thing to do. So we'll activate this to negate and destroy. Now the thing is, they do have Transaction Rollback in Graveyard, so they can activate Morella. I guess they copy the effect. They're going to Pacifist. Okay, they're going to activate this. They had it in hand. These people, I told you, these people are unreal. They have everything they need when they need it. These people are unreal. But it's cool, because we'll pop this, and I think we still can... No, we don't have game on board, because now if he's summoning these guys out, we definitely don't have game on board. The good thing is we're destroying the Pacifist Field Spell. He's losing his Kashtira Ogre. I don't even know why he went for Ogre, by the way. If I'm him, you go after the Dragite. You definitely don't go after that. That gets destroyed good. And now we can just summon stuff. That's fine. We summon this out. We're very kind of low on resources here. We go Rochka. Now we can let him gain life points and we can let him give us a card. That's fine. I don't know what this is face down. He has Transaction Rollback. Oh yeah, Transaction Rollback actually can copy the Phantasm Spiral Battle, which is crazy to think about. It does actually copy Phantasm Spiral Battle. He's going to give us a card. I can actually summon this because all I have to do is activate it right there. That's... Thanks. I appreciate that, actually. And he's going to scoop. Yeah, that was insane. That guy actually had more game left in him. He can Transaction Rollback the copy to pop Dragite. He had more plays there. That was insane. Like, I really don't know how he opened that well. That was one of the best, like, openings I've ever seen. I have a 40-card deck. Phantasm Spirals. I have a 40-card... Let's go look at his deck. Okay, this is what our opponent was playing. He's playing 60-card. He opened the Phantasm Spiral Field Spell. He opened the Heat Wave. Like, I don't know how these people do it. It actually is shocking. He opened the Reasoning. I have a 40-card deck of this. I have a 40-card version of this. 3 Field Spells, 3 Metaverse, a Terraforming. If it's even legal. I think Terraforming is actually banned, so no Terraforming. But 3 Metaverse, 3 of every consistency card, and I will have 5-6 games in a row where I don't open the Field Spell. Same thing with Numeron, and these people build these bricky mess of a deck, and they open this stuff. It's actually kind of crazy. But it looks, honestly, like a fun deck. Like I said, I think if I didn't know how to play against it, I probably would have looked. Okay, let's open a Master Pack, or 2 Master Packs, since we are above a certain threshold. And we've already got a guaranteed UR here, so next season's going to look cool no matter what. We've got a random card we already have, Helosphere, another enemy control that makes a playset, Vion, Artillery, Catapult Turtle's a decent card. You contribute 1 monster, including itself, special summon a Gaia Fierce Knight monster or level 5 dragon from your deck to your hand or deck. This card's actually a really good starter, and it's a water. It can summon any of these Gaia monsters, so you can summon the level 7s like the really big monsters. So technically speaking, it can summon this guy. I don't know if we've got him because it doesn't tell us, but we can summon any. So technically we can normal summon this Artillery Turtle, go right into this dude who's 2600 attack. And you contribute this card at a level 7 or higher warrior. Okay, and then target attack position 10. Yeah, they all got different cool effects. This guy's probably the best, but we would need to be actually playing the Gaia deck. But technically speaking, you could summon this and turn it into a big monster. You can even summon, I think, just regular old Gaia. So you could summon a 2300. It's basically a 2300 normal summon under that situation. Monarch's Awaken. This card's not bad for a tribute deck. And then we've got Rescue Pharaoh. This is another very interesting card, actually. But you have to summon to a zone a link monster points to, and its effects are negated. So you already have to have a link monster in play to make that usable. Let's see what this UR is. We've got Overload Future Fusion. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, I really don't know what we would even do with this. I don't think that we have the appropriate things to summon with this. It lets you send the material, but then you can't special summon or activate the effects of the monster you send to the graveyard, which kind of makes it pointless. Like, really, really pointless. And then the second effect is you can just fusion summon using a Dark Machine by banishing materials from the graveyard, which is on Overload Fusion. I don't know. This has like 2 different effects. Overload Future Fusion. Yeah, very weird card because you don't actually future fusion in any way. You don't. You either foolish a fusion monster from you, either fusion a material from your deck, or you just overload fusion. So there's no future summoning of anything even going on this card. It's actually a little bit odd. It's a very underwhelming card, especially for the purposes that we have. Honestly, I think the best thing in this pack was actually this Artillery Catapult Turtle, which is saying quite a lot. Alright, let's open another pack here. And hopefully this one is going to be better. Sometimes these rares and commons are 100 times better than the other stuff. So we'll see what we get here. Edgem Saw, the Moon, can't really use that. High Tide on Fire Island. This is a usable card, 2 level 4 monsters. Spell card, your opponent cannot target this for attack while you control a face-up spell card. That's not bad. We do have face-up spell cards for sure. So you could summon this, they can't attack it. If we have like Defissure or even the Endymion, if we make Endymion equip it to something, that spell, that counts as a spell, so then they can't attack it. Once per turn, you detach one material and attack your opponent directly, but other monsters can't attack. It's 2000 attack. Honestly, I think this card probably goes in the deck. It can finish games off for us in situations where we're in a bad state. Another Grid Rod. This is good for Cyber's decks, actually, in sealed formats. Evolite, Dragon Chick, and I think we can actually use this. Yeah, this card's actually pretty good. You can target one monster you control, this card points to. When it destroys a monster by battle, draw a card. This works well with random cards that attack twice. So if we can get this onto the field with, for example, if we get it onto the field with the Tenyi Berserker, for example, if we can get this on the field and then summon Tenyi Berserker, and Tenyi Berserker can attack twice, we can draw 2 cards. But honestly, I think if we summon Tenyi Berserker, we're probably in a situation where we're already winning the game anyway, and I don't think that we really need to go into this. But it's not a bad card. It's honestly one of those cards where if we had gotten this earlier, 1,000,000% I would have played it, but I think we're too deep into this challenge to really do anything. Heartland Draco is very interesting because it can attack directly and can finish games, even if our opponent has a really high attack monster, so that could be really cool. Alright, we lost a coin flip, but our hand is actually really good for going second. Like, we drew multiple hand traps, drew Ash Blossom. I can't do anything about this, unfortunately, it places. So I just have to deal with the Oath, but this I might be able to do something. You can add a Centurion. Yeah, when this summons itself, I can actually activate Ash, which is nice. I think this is worth ashing 100%, so we'll ash this to try and keep them off the field spell. Also, we got the Magnamut, which can summon and then do other stuff for us. Now, the issue is it's susceptible to Call by the Grave and stuff like that, which we rarely get Call by the Grave because we have so few cards that lose to it. But end phase, there's nothing we could have done. We couldn't summon Bestial Magnamut there, but we can Moon Mirror Shield. Okay, that's cool. I think we just Kashtira Ogre here. I think we summon out Kashtira Ogre in attack mode, and Moon Mirror doesn't really do much in this issue. If we had Fire Barrier Statue right now, we would have just this duel would have been over. We would have won already. I think we just go to Battle Phase here. I think we just go to Battle Phase and just attack over his monsters. Activate Kashtira Ogre. I should have played better in the columns, but it's fine. I should have played thinking about Tiamat in the future, but he could actually activate this at any given time. So we'll activate. It's an imperm anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Kind of a waste of an imperm if you ask me. Yeah, it kind of is a waste of an imperm. I mean, it just stops me from banishing one card off the top of his deck. It's not that important. So I guess we just attack over his monster anyway. And yeah, we go to main phase 2. Now the question is, do we summon Bestial Magnamut now? I think probably not. I think we save it for later. I think we set this. We save the Bestial Magnamut for later, and we just pass on this. We do have the banish at any given time. The deck definitely does play one-ofs. Generally with Kashtira Ogre, you want to banish the important one-ofs. And he's already got a Centurion Primera in graveyard, so if we can banish a second one, then that would really hinder him. He's going to normal summon this. Honestly, it wouldn't even be a bad idea to just book the field right now. It legitimately wouldn't, because that keeps him... Yeah, during the main phase, this is his combo starter. You can play it... yeah, I think it actually isn't a bad idea to just Karma Cannon this right here, and then it keeps him off the next card. So we'll just activate this now. It'll book the field, and if it books the field, then he can't even do all of the back row stuff. He wasted his normal summon. So as long as he doesn't have an extender, I think we're good, and he has an extender. Actually, that's fine, because it's fine. I just chain my own Bestial Magnemite. After he activates the Ball Drake, I'll banish this, and as long as he doesn't have another Bestial, we're good here. He has a Max C. That's fine, that's fine. He's going to be able to draw, but that's fine. So now we're doing that. All of that resolves. It's perfectly fine. We get to banish his card, and then Ball Drake never gets to summon itself. We get to summon Bestial Magnemite. We'll summon it here, and then we'll summon out. We'll search Teamaton in the end phase, obviously. We'll activate this effect, search, and we book this. We keep lights. We got to keep lights and darks out of the graveyard, because lights and darks, Ash. Okay, it's fine. It's actually fine. He just drew that Ash 2 off the Maxi. That's fine. Nothing I could do about that. That's fine. He literally just drew that, and he ashes us. What we would have searched anyway is. That's the field spell. That's kind of dangerous, but it's fine. So now we know everything he's got. He's got the little bird girl. That's a pyro. He's got the Centurion, stand-up Centurion, and he's got the Ball Drake. So we know everything he's got right now. Unfortunately, the Primera is a full one-card combo, which actually does suck. I did not expect him to have the field spell. He drew the field spell off the Maxi. He didn't draw the Ash Blossom off the Maxi. He had the Ash Blossom in hand already. I honestly say that I did make all of the right plays here. He just happened to draw into the stand-up Centurion, which happens. He's going to put Primera back there, and now he's going to go full combo, unless I can do something about it. But I think now he just goes full combo. Yeah, he's going to activate this. That's fine. All of them, the problem with this deck is it absolutely does not lose to There Can Be Only One. The entire archetype is all different types and attributes. So we're kind of cooked with that. They're literally all different. It's like Pyro, Machine, Dragon, Machine, Dragon. I guess we see what they do here. The good thing is that end of main phase, yeah, sure. Battle phase, he's going to get over our Ogre. Which does suck that he gets over Ogre, but now at least I know. Yeah, he gets over our Ogre. But at least we've got the Bestial Magnum, so I can attack over this. Now we get back to our turn to do stuff. We draw... That's not bad, actually. The Vanquished Soul Monster is not bad at all. So I guess with these, we can just go with the Vanquished Soul. We can attach the Moon Mirror Shield to the Vanquished Soul monster. This, during the main phase... I don't even know what effects he's got. Maybe he's got the Face Down card here. That's... I'm guessing that Face Down card is an Imperm. If I had to guess, but it could be something else too. It could be one of the Centurion trap cards or something like that. Yeah, it could be this right here. Target a face-up monster, banish it. During the standby phase, special summon that monster back. Could be that. I'm going to go ahead and risk the Moon Mirror Shield anyway. And attach to that. I think it's a special summon monster, right? Target a monster, never mind. It's literally the card that I thought that it was, which is the Centurion Phalanx. Literally the exact card I thought it was. That's another thing. Did he draw into that, or did he search that? Oh no, he added that, so I should have known. I'll put that at the bottom of the deck, but it's fine. I guess we baited out the trap card this way. We'll go to battle phase, and which one is more dangerous? Probably go to battle phase. We'll attack the face down. I think he's just a little bit more dangerous to face down. So we'll attack over that. It's got 2,000 defense. Main phase 2. And just go to end phase here. Really close game. I'm actually glad I baited it out though, for sure, because I mean we were gonna have to bait it out at some point, regardless. So now we summon our monster back. It's 19 defense, which is more defense than he's got, which is good. We got to make sure if he summons a dragon or a machine from the main deck, end phase immediately. Good. If he summons a dragon or a machine from the main deck, we have there can only be one, and then we can stop him. So we drew Shathana. I think we just normal Shathana out. And is it more damage to go? Okay, guess he's not doing that. I don't know what he's got in hand, but it was chainable. It was chainable for sure. Now this is the weird thing, because we can... Technically, can we game him in any way? So we can do the Giga Cannon, but I don't think that games him. We can go for the Photon Lord, which I think is a pretty good choice. Yeah, Photon Lord is definitely a good choice here. Time Thief isn't bad either. We haven't gotten to the Time Thief in a long, long time. What could he have in hand that's chainable? I literally don't even know. I guess, yeah, I don't know. I guess we should go to battle phase for now. So we'll just attack with these guys over his monsters because it's slightly more damage. So we'll attack over that. He could have a Bestial. That's what I think he might have, actually. He might have a Bestial in hand. If I had to guess, that's what he's got. But if he had a Bestial, he would have blocked this. So we go to main phase 2. And we'll go Mr. Galaxy. We'll go Galaxy. He could also have an Effect Veiler. That's the other thing that he could have. Now, it's a good thing I didn't use the there can be only one yet. We'll detach the Shathana because it's slightly better to detach just in case I go into something later. And then we'll search Eternal Galaxy to hand, yes. And now we are in a pretty good position. I'm really curious as to what he's got in his hand. I really am. I don't know. Because it is chainable right now. It's a very chainable card. So now we've got some decent plays we can make. Because we can go into Photon Lord, among other things. Activate this right away. Level him up. He could have a Max C, like I said. Yeah, it must have been a Max C. I think he just didn't know our deck well enough, so we just kept doing weird stuff, and he was like waiting for an opportunity to Max C, but he never understood where to do it. But I don't actually blame him, because we have a deck that is just completely made up out of the ether, so it doesn't... I don't blame him for not knowing when to Max C, as we have a deck that isn't real, so it actually kind of makes sense. He drew Bestial Magnamut, I imagine, off of the... He's going to banish Baldrake. I actually don't think it would be a dumb idea to stop that. I don't think it's a dumb idea, but then if he... The problem is if I negate this and then he has a Centurion card, I just kind of lose. But I actually think this is the right thing, because then this stays in his hand and he doesn't get the search, so I get to stop those two effects. So I think we actually do negate the monster effect. I think this is actually the right play. And I think we... Do we banish this? Oh, he's going to scoop anyway. But yeah, I think we did the one to destroy the Bestial Magnamut in hand too. Our opponent surrendered. That was a clean win, 100% real win, not even any bullshit or of any kind. And we won second too, which is actually makes it even more impressive. We got 2 legacy tickets. All right, here's what our opponent was playing. They were playing about a standard version of this deck as you could possibly imagine. This is like super standard. Clean, easy to play. They got the Primera. I've been playing against this deck a lot lately. It's a very good deck. Like, this is one of those decks, like, if they hit a couple more decks, Centurion is, like, next in line to become the best deck in the game. Like, if they hit Snake Eye a little more, Yubel a little more, this deck just moves up a little bit. It easily becomes one of the better decks. It's so consistent. Primera is really good. This is really good. Oath is really... This Field Spell is really good. Oath is really good. Like, it has some really, really good, like, core cards. And then it's got good support that's also coming out. It's a very, very strong deck, actually. Okay, let's open 2 Master Packs, because, of course, we are above Platinum 4. So we'll open some Master Packs. This one isn't glowing in any way, but that's fine, because... that's the part of the game. Nothing you can do. Not every pack's going to be great. And we just pulled that. We have pulled that already. We've pulled that. This is good. Okay, I was going to say, is this one of those like rare packs where everything we already have? Well, this card is equipped. Special summon this card. Yeah, that's not bad, but we don't have super heavy samurais like that. And then the Ninja Cannon, or the Cannon Ninja. This card's cool, but I can't really use it. And then Votis, which is... I'll read it. Okay, so honestly, this card is... It's not a Masochist card. This is literally an anti-Masochist card, because you can excavate the top 3 cards, banish 1 excavated monster, and then add a monster with the same name from your deck to your hand. So literally, you have to have like a 3 of to even make this playable. It is... I mean, other than maybe Endymion, we really can't do anything with this. But it's actually not a bad card, just not for us in our situation. And then these, I don't think I can use. Good thing we get 2 packs because we are above Platinum 4 and we're trying to get to Master. So we'll see what we get out of this one. Get another Master Pack. It is glowing, but that is insane. There's a lot of glowing here. So we've got Usarctic, Dimension Wanderer. The World Tree is a plant generic card. Can be usable. We've got the Squall, and we've got Thunder Force Strike. So we got 3 super rares, amazing super rares in this game. Let's see what we've got. We've got Zeke. Is that usable, including a Sky Striker monster? We do actually have certain Sky Striker cards. I'm not mad about pulling any Sky Strikers right now. We have Hayate. We have Engage. We have other random shit I can't think of right now. We have Hayate. Oh, we have a Ray, maybe 2 Rays. We've got Rose. We've got Reinforcements of the Army. We've got some of these random ones, like this girl right here, and like some of these. I think we have this dude right here, Lyrion. So we've got some random cards. I'm not mad about pulling Zeke. It does require 2 monsters. Target on face of monster, banish it. I mean, it's not terrible. It's just not super usable at the current moment. Got Barrage Blast is for, I think, XYZ, this stuff like Earth Machines, basically. I don't think we can actually use this. This card's not terrible at all. It's actually quite good for Earth Machines, but we just don't really play Earth Machines. I'll check if I have a rank 4 Machine Monster. Rank 4 Machine Monster, because this could be usable, actually, under those circumstances, because you just detach any number of materials and then destroy that number of cards. You know what's actually crazy, and this is just, I just thought of it. So there's a card that we haven't pulled yet, but is a very low rarity card. It's actually called Clockwork Knight. It turns all monsters on the field into machines. So we can summon something like a Time Thief, and we can activate this, detach all materials, everything on the field becomes a machine, and then this card essentially becomes outrageously good with Time Thief, because every single turn it refills the materials it has on it. This card would be disgusting. If we had Clockwork Knight, Time Thief, and this, it would be one of the most broken combos, like real for us. You know, broken for us. Obviously not broken for modern deck standards, but that's actually pretty cool. Let's see what this super rare. Deep Sea Diva is not bad. Summon a level 3 or lower Sea Serpent monster from your deck. That could actually be good. That's not bad, especially since we have like a water deck brewing in the background. That's not bad. All 3 of these supers are like, they're not bad. They really are not bad. I can't even say anything. Not bad, not bad, not bad. It might take a little bit of creativity to get these to be played in decks. Barrage Blast, like I said, if we pull Clockwork Knight, which is a very low rarity card, I think that is a very interesting, very, very interesting situation. This is really cool, actually, this artwork with all of the blasts. And the Deep Sea Diva is one of the best like level 2 recruiters of all time. It's a tuner itself. It can summon another Deep Sea Diva, so that's just really, really good. And then of course Zeke is good, but we'd have to let's go in the deck builder to try to find some things out real quick. Okay, since I'm going to be deck building and looking through the deck anyway, we might as well open. We didn't get a lot of legacy tickets. We might as well just open them now. See what we get out of here. Maybe we'll pull something else to consider. But those pulls are not bad whatsoever. Let's see what these are. Neither of those are really usable. The Mouse Chusuke, I don't know what I would even do with that. That card is a disaster. So we'll see what this is. We'll open these packs. All that glowing for nothing because we pulled Monster Eye. Pay 1,000, add a polymerization from your graveyard to hand. That was from deck, maybe to be usable. Bunny, I don't think I can use this. I think this looks cool for sure. This is like one of those old Yu-Gi-Oh artworks, you can just tell. But yeah, adds back polymerization from graveyard. I mean, it's not really usable for us. Shadowscaper and Blade Bouncer. One more, hopefully this last one. Honestly, these are so bad a lot of times. Digin and the Megalith. There's actually somebody in the group chat, the Discord. There's somebody in the Discord that plays Megaliths, and I think they've actually gotten to Diamond, if not higher, with Megaliths, because they built Megaliths with the in Masochist, and I think they've gotten to Diamond, which is actually kind of incredible. But obviously, we've got to pull a lot more of these to be usable. I don't even know how many we've got, but I don't think we have anywhere close to a usable Megalith deck yet. Alright, so let's investigate some things. Let's see how many Megalith cards we have. We'll click related cards. It's not bad, actually. It's not looking too bad. This is a low rarity deck. Wow. So we've got 2 of this, 1 of this, actually 3 of this. I just realized it was the same card. So we have 2 of this, 3 of this, and then we're missing these guys. I think these are all in the legacy tickets too. Yeah, you just gotta get lucky. They're in the legacy tickets, or you can get them in as it said there in the solo mode. I think this is also going to be how to obtain. It's going to be also in the legacy tickets. They're commons. I mean, every time we pull one of those random vanillas, we've seen 8,000 times. It could be one of these, but this is in the master pack. So Bethor is in the master pack, but again, he's only a rare. And then this right here is in the master pack also, and the advent pack, which I mean is irrelevant to us, but we've got one of the field spell, and we've got the quick play, and then we've got these guys right here. So you know, we're in a decent situation there. In terms of Deep Sea Diva, I'll look that up in a second because I can't just click related. That's a little more complicated. Let's check the related cards on Sky Strikers. So we've got two of this guy, Alarion. This guy is really bad, actually. I have no idea why he's a super rare. Meanwhile, like, she is... This one's a common. He's a super rare. I don't know why we pulled two. It's a super rare, but whatever. We've got that. Like I said before, Hayate. We have Engage. I think we could do some stuff with this. The Scissor Cross. The Hercules base we've got multiple of, and then we've got 1 Ray, 2 Rose, which also is not bad. This could even be an engine that goes into our Chaos deck, because we can activate like Engage, search a Dark Monster, have a Dark Monster or a Light Monster available to us, go into Hayate pretty easily, put the Light or Dark into the graveyard, and if we have enough spells we can draw, then we can link summon. I mean, that's not a terrible engine actually, so that's possibly something for the future. This is cool, but there's nothing to even related cards in this case. But this is actually interesting. A level 3 or lower Sea Serpent monster. Let's see what we can get. Okay, so these are level 3 or lower Sea Serpents. We have the Deep Sea Diva, of course. And then we've got this guy. If this card sent to the graveyard, activate water monster effect. This card is special summon. You can send top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Target 1 level 4 lower in your graveyard. Out of the hand. This is actually not bad at all. So we have the Sentry, which can get us to a level 4 Synchro monster. So we have Sentry, and we have 3 copies of that. It's actually not bad. We've got this Erosh, whatever the heck this is. The Pikeman, okay, cool. We have the Artisan. And this card basically does the same thing. If this card's special summon, it adds back a water monster. Lost Blue Breaker. This can pop a spawn trap card. This one's really good because this card is on the field, can be treated as a level 8 monster when used for Synchro Summon. The problem is this dude is a tuner. And the other problem is we have... Yeah, it's a tuner, and the other issue is that we don't have any level 10s. We only have level 8s, really. We have some good level 8... We have a good level 8 pool, but not a good level 10 pool. So I don't think we're going to be really able to do anything with this. But this is a very good card, actually. Because it can count itself as a level 8 monster. And then we've got this dude right here. Honestly, all these targets are pretty good. We have Pikeman. We have Marksman. We have Gishki, dude. We have this guy, Dragonius. And we have Spine Gilman. Honestly, all these targets are pretty good. We can summon this off of Deep Sea Diva, go into a level 5. We can summon either this right here, go into a level 4. We can summon this going... level 3 is like kind of pointless. But yeah, interesting stuff for sure. For sure. Okay, so this is our hand. We lost a coin flip. Our opponent is going first. I don't know what they're playing, but they've got Sky Striker sleeves, which means they're playing some kind of a meta deck. They've got a waifu here, a waifu here. But they're not going to be playing a fun deck, I'll tell you that, as I expected. Now, I'm not saying that this deck can't be fun, but what I'm saying is they weren't going to be playing, like... They weren't going to wander in here with, like... pure Oro Mages, for example. They weren't going to wander in here with, like, Final Countdown. I knew it was going to be some sort of a meta deck the second I saw these components here. It was going to be something like this. And then they've got the... I don't think is that Chinese? It's like some sort of ancient Chinese. I don't even know if that's Chinese or not. But yeah, we knew it was going to be a meta deck the second these cards hit the field. That was a done deal. Alright, so now our opponent's going off. I'm going to go into the Centurion Auxilla. And you can do a lot with this card. This is like an extender that's a level 12. It's kind of crazy. It's a level 12, but it's also it's a level 12 synchro monster that's an extender. It's not even really like a boss monster of any kind. Usually when you have a level 12, it's like the boss monster of your deck. It's the most important card in your entire deck. In this deck, the level 12 is like, oh, he's just, you know, he's like I don't even, what would you compare him? He's not a Stratos, but he's like just another card that like helps the combo out. He's like a Link 2 in this deck. This is like the deck's like Balinks. You know, it's like, it's not even like the main aspect of the deck. It's actually kind of crazy. It's not by any means one of the most broken cards. I'm going to summon this dude out, the Primera. Like I said, the second I saw the waifu stuff, I knew it was going to be, I knew for a fact it was going to be this kind of a deck. So we can, fortunately these are not inherent summons. So we're going to activate this, the special summon. And we'll see if our opponent has a response. They will, 1,000,000%, because they've got all this stuff. We've got multiple cards that are usable. Their field spell during your main phase is going to let them, well, not, they're going to be able to summon a token. They're going to be able to summon this. We do have Moon Mirror Shields to kind of help clear out their board a little bit. But Moon Mirror Shield's not going to be that useful when they can do all of this other stuff. So I'm going to summon this stuff out. We'll summon out the Primera. And we'll see what else they've got. We're going to do that. They're going to add a Centurion card. They're going to be able to synchro summon using materials on the field. Which is another, like I said, this is like a very common design thing that they are putting on every archetype now. It's like penalize your opponent for doing anything. It's like, if I breathe, they get the synchro summon. I think it's a little bit outrageous, but I'm not the one who makes these cards. Because, you know, it's, in theory, they've had their turn. Now it's my turn. Can I play? So we'll go Endymion before he can use Crimson Dragon to turn this card into, or to turn itself into a... This is another card. This will be banned. This will be on the ban list one day. Crimson Dragon. Like, I don't know when. I don't know how. I don't know. Maybe Blue Eyes will get it banned. I don't know what deck will get it banned. But being able to summon a Cosmic Blazar is outrageous. I think we activate Moon Mirror Shield here. And if he negates it, then we have another one. So that way we can keep Endymion on board. So we'll do this. He allowed it. Okay. He actually allowed it. I'm like a little bit of shock right now. Yeah, I think we just go to battle phase now. I think we just attack over this thing. Oh, he can negate the... Okay, he can end the battle phase, so we'll threaten this. We'll threaten an attack here. He's going to end the battle phase by banishing itself, which is the same result as before, and then we'll go to... We're in main phase 2 already. Now we can activate this safely without having any struggles here. So we'll activate. We'll attach this. Activate this. This here. The problem is we're in a little bit of a troublesome state here, so we can activate this, destroy this, add snow. Snow doesn't really do anything in this situation, but the Shathana does even less. But Shathana can help us if we start losing. We'll put snow back. I think we actually, weirdly enough, I think we spaced the floor a little bit. I think we put Moon Mirror Shield on the Panther. We don't make anything else. I think we put the Moon Mirror Shield on that. We set this, and we just end phase here. I think that is actually the best bet for us. Because now he has to make 2 forms of removal. And yeah, he has to remove this, then he has to remove this. Which I think is fine. But then he's got this Cosmic Blazar, which is annoying. But we have the Fiendish Chain for Cosmic Blazar. But he's got so many other cards we have to worry about other than this Cosmic Blazar. Because these are both continuous effects. So he's got to build up 2 mon. He has to essentially destroy this and then destroy this, but I think he's got cards that he can do that with, so it's not really a concern. Even if I did, in theory, like I could have summoned, for example, Time Thief, but then he could have just used this to negate it anyway. Even if he did, I could have summoned this, but again, he can just negate it. I can summon the number of the Galaxy Eyes. I couldn't have even summoned because I would have to summon this, search, and then during his turn summon it back, which he could just negate the trap card if he wants to. This he's going to be able to synchro summon. Again, I can activate Fiendish Chain, but he literally can just negate it anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'd just be wasting a Fiendish Chain if I did any of that. There's really not a single play that I really could have made here that would have been more useful than the plays that I made. Disbatter. Target a banished, yeah. So you can do stuff with this. I'm not going to be activating any monster effects anyway, so I'm not too concerned with that. I'm just hoping for him to go to battle phase. He can summon a Banished, summon the Primera back again. Negates, like negate effects are another thing that's difficult to play against, especially if it's a once per turn negate, because he can negate during our turn, his turn, and then it can be a little rough for us. But he's doing his thing right now. He's going to place another Primera. He's going to summon another one of this girl. The Trudea, Primera. One's a Pyro, one's some other shit. The other one's it's not a trap, it's a spellcaster, so I gotta kind of learn this stuff because I'm going to play against this deck 3 million times. Unfortunately, we do lose one of our monsters here, and there's nothing I can do about that. I just am going to be losing one of my monsters here. I guess it's the Panther. I could, if I activate Phoenix Chain, he just changed this, and he gets a free negate, and then I lose this. Not much I can really do about that, and that'll... And what sucks is he can actually SP Little Knight, I think, on this activation. Which, if he does that, he can get rid of my Endymion. He's just gameless right now. That's what I would do if I was him, but we'll see if he does it. And this was mandatory. There's nothing I could have done about it. Yeah, he's going to target that. That's fine. Yeah, he actually had the game there. All you would have to do is, when I activated that, he should have just chained SP Little Knight. I'm going to put this bottom or top of the deck. Honestly, I'd probably say top, because then I can set this up again next turn. The double Book of Moon thing going on, I can set it up again next turn. Or not the double Book of Moon, the double Moon Mirror Shield. I can set it up next turn again. He's going to go to battle phase. That's cool. My effect is continuous, so I don't really care. It will not be... this will not trigger, so... At least it shouldn't trigger. Unless he's got a damage step effect, then it triggers. Oh, wow. Okay. He can negate that with... I thought it would be continuous. I guess he negates that, yeah. The Moon Mirror Shield gets negated, destroyed, and then he can attack over my card. I guess we put this one at the bottom. And that's kind of like mandatory. Nothing I can do there. Yeah, I think that actually wraps up the duel. There's not much we can do because he's going to come back with that guy again. Actually, no. I think we have some plays here. No, we don't. We don't have any plays here. Because we've got... We actually do not have any plays here. Because again, these negates actually do space the floor really well. So even if I do... when I use SP Little Knight... It's going to put me in a situation where I lose. So we're going to... I guess we activate Shathana first. Just to put something into play. Yeah, we activate Shathana. He can negate this, which is actually completely fine if he negate. I'm totally fine with this. And then he's going to activate that to special summon. He's probably going to synchro summon again. This duel is probably out of our hands by now. But there's not much I can do about it. I'm trying my best for sure. Yeah, this Cosmic Blazer, cheating out a Cosmic Blazer is absolutely obnoxious. It really is. It actually is obnoxious because this card should not be on this field right now. Let's be honest. This card should be nowhere near the field. This should be a tuner and two non-tuner monsters. This is the boss monster after doing a lot of work. This should not be on the field because you summoned a Crimson Dragon in any way. So they're going to summon another Crimson Dragon. So I'm going to have to deal with the guy who negates all of my effects or prevents me from activating effects for the rest of the turn. If I had to imagine, that's probably... Actually, no, that guy's banned, so probably not him. But we're going to be dealing with some sort of card that is unfair and shouldn't be summoned right now. Probably the other level 12 monster that is the Red Dragon Archfiend level 12. The one that just, like, when I activate an effect, it banishes the field. Something like that. I think that's the one that's coming out. Never mind. Shooting Quasar Dragon. Okay. So, when a card is activated, he can negate it. So now he has got 2 negates and an SP Little Knight. I've got not much going on here. I'm not going to lie. I'll keep playing through it because you guys like me playing through this stuff. Zorora. Okay, you know what? I don't think I'm going to win this one. I don't think I'm going to win this one. I don't think it's physically possible. Yeah, I'm not going to. The second he negates this, I lose the duel. There's nothing I can do here. That sucks. It just kept snowballing worse and worse. Alright, we just won the coin flip. And our hand is contradictory, unfortunately. We've got Kashtira Ogre and Photon Thrasher. We got to pick which one to summon, so I guess we summon this out. Got 3 back row, which is pretty cool. I will be fine with that. Photon Thrasher is not the card you want to see. Usually want to see that in a generic level 4. You know what? We haven't made Photon Lord like all day. We summoned it, I think, once. Which this deck is made to summon Photon Lord, and we've been doing anything other than summoning Photon Lord this game. He's playing 60 cards. He's going to activate Foolish Burial Goods, which is a one-of, by the way. But, I mean, I'd rather that than one of the other one-ofs that absolutely demolishes us. So he's going to send some kind of spell trap. Probably Tearlament he's playing, if I had to guess. Rainbow Bridge of Salvation, so he's going to activate that. His name is Cancel Albas. That's funny. That's funny. Nothing I can do here. We do have There Can Be Only One, which is decent against Tearlaments in certain situations. So if he is playing Tearlaments, I imagine he is. He's going to search the Turtle, yep, and the Paralino. Oh, never mind. It's the other card. So he might already have the Paralino, but he's going to activate Walls. That's fine. There Can Be Only One is totally useless against the Horus engine. It's like, couldn't be more useless. It's crazy. Actually, funny enough, people told me to cut the Gozen match, but I swear to you, Gozen match has actually been better. It's actually better in a lot of situations than There Can Be Only One. So many decks, modern decks, are made to counter it. It's almost a little weird. There Can Be Only One is still kind of pointless right now, but we will be activating the Kashtira Ogre to banish hopefully something useful. Going to do that. We're going to activate this. Hopefully we're not playing into Triple Tactics Thrust or Talents or something like that. But this is my my only form of interaction. So, okay, never mind. He's going to use a Forbidden Droplets on this. I think that's a little bit over dramatic, but we shall see. We'll see. I mean, I guess we'll see. I think it's a little over dramatic. All I'm doing is banishing 1 out of 60 cards, so I don't think it's really worth it, but we'll see if he has Triple Tactics Thrust. There it is. Right on cue. Right on cue. Right on cue. 60 card deck. Why not? And he's going to add Grasslook Screener. Again, I'm not even shocked. Should I be shocked? I'm not even shocked. Grasslook Screener. Not only do I mean, that just sucks. Now we lose. Now we just lose. And of course, look at the mills. Look how beautiful these mills are. We've got a Tearlament. We've got a trap, this Tearlament card, this Tearlament card, this Tearlament card, Happy, another trap, and they already had that engraved, but he activated Havness, and that's it. I mean, mill all those Tearlaments and activate 1 Havness. He's going to chain the other Tearlament card to banish itself. Again, there's not much I can really do about this. I just have to kind of sit through it. But his graveyard is set up for multiple turns to go. Yeah, it sucks. I imagine he's probably playing multiple Triple Tactics Thrust. So I can't really get mad about it. If he's playing multiple, even in a 60 card deck, it makes sense that he would open it. He's gonna go Havness and then mill some more. Actually, he just shuffled 3 back into the deck, which means he's summoning the big dude that targets and shuffles back into the deck. So if he targets like Torrential Tribute, I guess I've got to... Nope, he doesn't target Torrential Tribute. He targets There Can Be Only One. So I guess we just chain it. Why not? We don't lose anything for chaining it, but might as well activate it. It didn't seem to be doing much for us anyway. He's going to activate Scream a little late, but he'll activate Scream. And then he's going to activate Gold Sarcophagus. And in terms of Gold Sarcophagus, he's got Happy, and he's also got the other thing, plus he's going to mill some more. I think I'm just going to use Torrential. He's going to mill Snow. Wonderful. More Tearlament cards. And then he's going to summon Mseti. Let's see, so he's got another Mseti. I think this would be the time to torrential right now before... Actually, no. This would not be the time to torrential. The time would be to torrential would be... When would be the time? Yeah, I think right now is, because just in case he just goes to battle phase out of nowhere, I think now's the time to torrential. Otherwise, I just lose if this is what it is. So I think we torrential now, because if I wait, it just gets worse and worse for me. Oh, it can't be destroyed. There's something protecting them, of course. So we destroy that. That sends another one. Horse monsters can't be destroyed by effects that don't target. I always forget this random effect. Yeah, they can't just lose to board breakers. I remembered it after I did it, but honestly, this hand just wasn't enough anyway. This hand is very underwhelming. Honestly, this gets worse every single moment that I'm here. It just gets worse and worse and worse. They just like... It just gets more and more horrifying. Okay, this is what our opponent's playing. They were indeed playing 3 copies of Triple Tactics Thrust. I mean, it happens, right? It just... It happens. I can't really get angry. They played exactly for that, and they got exactly that. I mean, I probably shouldn't have activated Kashtira Ogre, but let's be real. They already had the Horus package kind of like in play, so I probably would have lost that no matter what. Alright, we just lost a coin flip, and our hand is the opposite of interesting. I mean, it's all monsters. It's pretty bad. We drew... This is our first time drawing Barrier Statue, I think, all day today, and we drew 2, going second, with no protection. So I guess we're going to have to see what that gets us, but our opponent is playing... Yeah, we lost this. I'm not going to stay through this. This is just going to take forever, and this hand is just absolute dog shit. That was absolutely a horrific hand. There's nothing I can really do. 4 monsters. All of them are normal summons except for 1, and then I'm playing against a deck that's going to set 4 interruptions off of 1 card. I can't win that one. We won the coin flip, but unfortunately we drew this hand. We're going to summon Shathana and just set 2 and pass. The hands today have been the opposite of good. I'll say that for sure. They're playing a 60 card deck yet again, which means they're going to draw perfectly. There's no such thing as a brick when it comes to our opponents, so whatever they draw is going to be absolutely flawless. It's going to be the most incredible hand you've ever seen. We can't seem to string 2 level 4 monsters together, let alone anything else. It's just incredibly odd. We just can't seem to get it together this today. It's just Grasslick Screener off the top. Off the top. 60 card deck off the top, Grasslick Screener. We can't get 2 level 4s in hand simultaneously. These people do this. This is unreal. This is absolutely unreal. At least you know what? At least I'm playing against Lightsworns. At least I said earlier I don't get to play against Lightsworns, but at least I'm playing against Lightsworns. There's not a shot I win this. He's got 5 chain links going off at once. And this is just the beginning. He's also got Mizuki. And he's also got the Al Ghul. And he's got... I mean, the amount of things... I don't know why he didn't ban... That was so dumb. He should have banished the Al Ghul. Yeah, he should have banished this card instead, because then this gets banished, summons itself back for free. I don't even know what to... I can Solemn Warning that last effect. I don't really think I should, but I should Bestial Magnum at something, that's for sure. And then he's going to Zombie the Banshee. Yeah, this is insane. This is actually insane, honestly. We can string 2 monsters together. These people open Grasslick Screener and 60 card deck. I mean, this guy actually opened. The last guy, skillfully kind of weaved it into the game, but this guy legitimately actually opened it. It's shocking. We do have counterplay. We have Ash Blossom and stuff, but we just don't seem to draw it. Why is the chain resolving? Why couldn't we Bestial Mag? Oh, because he didn't control any monsters at the time. That's why. I was almost like, hey, no, something's not right here. Oh my god. You know how many cards he's about to mill because he's got the White Lord guy? He's about to activate his effect. He's about to mill, like... He has all of these Skull Servants in graveyard, so he's about to mill like 5-6 more cards. It's actually kind of insane. More, maybe like 8 cards. That's insane. These people open the most beautiful hands against this. It's incredible. They actually do. Bricking, this doesn't happen. It does not happen. We brick. They never brick against this. You can count. I don't know what it is lately, but like, dude, they never brick against this. You can activate Doom King. Okay, so first things first. We activate Bestial Magnamut because I'm not trying to deal with Unizombie. And in hand, it's not a zombie yet. And then main Chainlink 2, I think we hit him with the Ring of Destruction to pop the Doom King Baller Rock. That way, when my Magnamut hits the field, if Magnamut hits the field, he can't just activate the effect to banish my Magnamut. So that way, this gets banished. Oh, he's banishing to protect. That's smart. I guess we summon in defense. Yeah, we summon in defense. And now he can summon the Deville, and then he can activate the effect of Deville. I mean, I guess we can activate this. He can either negate or banish. It's up to him with the Doom King. But this is just insane. We literally can't string two level 4 monsters together in a game, and these people like open the most insane hands, no bricks, every time. He's gonna either banish or negate here. I would say probably negate for now, banish later, but it's his choice. He's going to banish, so I can banish it. Yeah, I still get the search because he chose to banish. And then he's going to summon this dude for free. And we have Solemn Warning, and that's about it. That's the only card that we've got really that's usable here. If he makes some sort of a big monster, I can Solemn Warning that. But really, I mean, we can't win this. He's got a full hand. He's got a full graveyard of cards that are still usable. Vampire Sucker. I mean, it doesn't matter what he said. We lost this one. He's got another probably 10 plays that he can do without even trying. Alright, this is what our opponent was playing. They are playing Skull Servants, but they open grass. It happens. Nothing you can do. Usually you'd have to draw into it by using Solar Recharge, Charge of the Light Brigade, Left Arm Offering, Card Destruction. You know, you'd have to use something to get into it. This guy hard opened it like a god. It's a part of the game. What can you do? Alright, we won the coin flip. Let's see what we've got here. We've got... It's a hand. It's definitely a hand. We don't have any special summons, but we definitely have cards on the field. He's going to imperm us before we can even do anything. He's going to already imperm us. I guess we just activate Decisive, set the Canadia, and we pass, and hope that this is enough, because, you know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It does suck that we pulled 3 copies of, like, Inari, like, we pulled Inari Fire and some of those other free special summons, and we're playing against the same deck again, which is, we're playing against Centurion again, which is, like, the 3rd time this episode we're playing Centurion. We have the Paleozoic, which is decent, so you can special summon this. That allows him to search. I guess we do actually Ash this. This is one of those better cards that he's got, because that keeps him off the field spell. And then if we need to, we can activate the Canadia to book one of the monsters, and then he can't use the other effects. But he hasn't even normal summoned yet, so if he's just got the bird girl that's a pyro, then we're cooked here. He's going to go for this. So every time something's banished, he's going to have the field spell. Already has it. Didn't even need to search it. He's going to activate that. Send. Yep. So he's going to get this bird pyro girl. And he can special summon this out. So this is going to hit the field. He didn't activate this effect to synchro summon. So I think the best thing to do here is to activate this to book this. And he's off his level 8. I can also always protect the Endymion, but this is face down, which is important. I'm going to activate Decisive for sure to protect my life point. Oh, not protect my life points, but protect this. I'm going to send this, hoping that he thinks that I'm going to search for some reason. Bestial Magnum. You can't make this stuff up, man. What a rough second half to today. Activate this, he's going to be able to draw, he's going to be able to attack, he's going to be able to, he's like the most plus Bestial Magnum out of all time. It really is. You can't make this stuff up. It's terrible. He's going to attack over this. I mean, like, who could have played around that? And now he can go into a level 10, which is horrifying. And he's going to go into another Primera. I don't even know what he goes into now. Like SP Little Knight? Like, what do you even go into? End phase. He's going to search a Druid Worm. Our board is non-existent. Crackdown. Okay. I guess we summon Roachka, see what he gives us. That's probably the best I've got right now. Yeah, the second half of today has been absolutely rough. That's actually not bad. That is actually not bad. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, kind sir. We're going to activate that. Summon it here. Might as well activate the effect. He's going to... Oh, now he's going to Synchro Summon. Totally forgot. And he can go into... I don't even know what he would go into right now. Baron de Fleur. To level 10. Chaos Angel. He gets to banish something. On summon. Yep. He gets to banish our Scion dude. And he's going to Druid Worm. Yeah, this deck's been, like, outrageous. We've been playing this deck all freaking day today. It really is, like, actually annoying. It's not like we have a horrifying matchup. It's just we open this dog shit every time. We literally can't string a rank 4 together. It's insane. Now we just set this and pass. We cannot string a rank 4 together. This has happened in the past too. That's the sad thing. This has happened before, where we'll just play games where we can't, like, we can't open a Shathana and any level 4. Like, we just can't. We just don't seem to do it. We open every other thing other than a level 4. We never open Barrier Statue. This has happened before, where we just have these, like, weird hands, and then our opponents open perfectly every single time. Baron, and that'll wrap it up. I can't do anything about that. That'll end the duel. We just lose there. We just lose. Nothing we could do. Alright, now we just open another hand, and it's all... I mean, it's kind of cool, because we can go Photon Thrasher, and then we can go Scion, man, and we can activate him to special summon, and funny enough, we can actually go into Barrier Statue plus whatever else, like... I don't even know what to go into, really, because I can go into Time Thief, or I can go into Photon, but the problem is if I go into Photon, then I can't use Barrier Statue, so weirdly enough, I think we go Time Thief, and then we summon Barrier Statue. Yeah, Time Thief, Barrier Statue is probably the way to go. So we summon this here, and then we summon out Barrier Statue way over here. We haven't summoned Time Thief out in a long time either, so I think we just pass on this. Hopefully we get a trap card so we can put their normal summon back on their deck. If they are, there's another 60 card deck. So it's either been all day today, it's 60 card decks, or it's been 60 card decks, or like Centurion. Those are the two decks that we've been playing all day long. It is Tier Lament. I think we do Ash this. I think we have to Ash this. Now they can triple tactics us. Now what are the chances they have it? I don't know what the chances are, but I mean, they've had every other thing every other time, so we'll see. They can unfortunately just attack over the Barrier Statue here. They will do that. Let's go to battle phase. That's fine. So we'll lose the Barrier Statue. Main phase 2, they can actually do stuff now, depending on what they've got. They're going to charge the Light Brigade. Okay. Did you see those mills? Do we even have to look at those graveyard? They will mill the wolf, which they can summon. They can't summon this because it's not off a monster effect. They're going to add the new one, the Sage thing. They can go into a rank 4. Yeah, tonight's has not been our night. I think it's safe to say tonight has not been our night. It's been insane. They've just been opening really well, and we've been really opening like subpar. I think Goes in Match needs to be brought back in the deck. You know, I don't say this often, but I think you guys are wrong. A lot of people told me, take Goes in Match out. It conflicts with the deck. Goes in Match would have stopped all this. He would have activated this. I would have activated Goes in Match. None of this would have happened. There's nothing I can do. I mean, depending on where he activates this, yeah, realistically, there's nothing I can do here. We just draw these things in such weird order, it never works out. Like, if we had drawn Moon Mirror Shield this time instead of, like, every other time that we drew Moon Mirror Shield, we would have won this duel. But we don't draw Moon Mirror Shield and a Barrier Statue. We draw, like, Moon Mirror Shield and Endymion. But I think this will probably wrap it up. They've got too much going on here. I think we scoop this one. There's nothing we have no interruption. We got a free draw, and then we've got one draw, and I guess they can't enter battle phase. But what are we even going to go into next? We are unfortunately got demoted. Okay, we just won the coin flip. We drew a hand that is playable. That's incredible. Yeah, we drew a hand that has a free special summon and a level 4. I almost need to get I'm in shock. I can't believe we actually opened what our deck is supposed to do. So we're going to summon this out, and then we're going to summon out Rochka, which is really cool. We're going to activate Rochka to grab anything off the top of our deck. It really doesn't matter. It's a +1 on summon. I don't care what I get. I don't care if it's a monster, spell, trap. I really couldn't care less. No matter what I get, it's a good thing. It's a free card, and he's going to give us a Zorora. I'm perfectly fine with that, because on the follow-up, we can do that. That's fine with me. So we're going to go into the Galaxy dude. We have Zorora as a stunning, beautiful follow-up. We're going to go with Photon Galaxy Man. We're going to activate this to detach. We're going to detach Rochka. Why not? And we're going to search this to hand, yes. And I think we just set everything. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. I probably will be working the certain card back. We're going to go to end phase. I probably will be working in Goes in Match back into the deck. Honestly, Goes in Match is just, it's good against these 60 card pile decks that have 4 different attributes in them. I think it's just crazy not to play Goes in Match. It literally is an auto win against almost all of them. They just summon some like weak monster, and then they try to do a ton with it, and we can counter it completely, which is really good. So we'll summon number at 90 Galaxy, which is cool. Chaining off, and not off, but auto. And then we've got Torrential Tribute, which is really good. They're playing, I don't even know what they're playing. Probably, if I had to guess. I don't think it's actual Fright Furs. I think they're playing the other deck, some sort of fusion deck like Branded or something, or one of the other many fusion decks. Oh, I know what they're playing. They're playing Illusion, whatever the Illusion deck, I forget what it's called, but they're playing that deck. That's what I believe that they're playing, the Illusion deck. The Illusion Chimera deck, which against that deck, oh, never mind, they're actually playing this deck. I mean, I'm honestly in a little bit of shock. So I think there are a lot of Fiends in the deck, and also some other stuff. So we'll see what they can do. They're going to search another Edge Imp by discarding an Edge Imp, and then they're going to activate to add a Fright Fur card. I think that's fine. They have a full hand. I don't think it would be wise to do this yet. They're going to add a Patchwork, which they've already used. And maybe it's some sort of a small engine. We've also got Torrential Tribute and stuff. Now, what's funny is we won this coin flip, but he's playing a going second deck. So even if we had lost this coin flip, we still would have won this coin flip. Like, he would have let us go first, regardless. It didn't even really matter. But next season is something I'm really looking forward to. It's been kind of rough this season. We've lost a lot of coin flips. It hasn't been our best season. Set a Toy Vendor. Toy Vendor, I believe, is a hard once per turn, or is it not? Once per turn, discard a card. Otherwise, if this card's sent to the graveyard, add a Edgem Sabris or Fluffle monster. It's a soft once per turn, but I think it's fine if he places another one into the back row and then activates. A soft once per turn, so he can actually activate it and then discard and do all that stuff all over again. His hand isn't the best right now anyway. Also, I'm kind of playing around like stuff like Triple Tactics. I don't want him to activate that until... I don't want to activate this until I really need to. So he's going to draw another card. It's going to be a Fluffle, so he gets to keep it. Otherwise, he would have had to discard it. But what's cool is, like I said, I still have Torrential. I'm going to save the I'm going to save the Galaxy Eyes until I really need to use the effect of the Galaxy Eyes monster. Otherwise, I'm not really eager to use it. He's going to summon Owl. He's going to add Polymerization, which he's already got anyway, so I don't really care. So I'm going to let that go through. I remember the extra deck. I think the main deck monsters are fairies. The extra deck monsters are fiends. And then the edge imps are fiends, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I am correct. So if he puts a fiend into play and I activate There Can Be Only One, then I actually lock him into just the fiend monster that he's got. So now he's got 2 fairies on field. During the main phase, you can summon a Fluffle. Okay, so on this is fine. I'm going to wait till I can activate to summon another one. And I think on this, I can either There Can Be Only One, or I can There Can Be Only One right now, or I can Torrential. I think the smart thing to do is to There Can Be Only One here. Yeah, because then he sends 2 cards to the graveyard without me having to commit a whole bunch of stuff. I also could have prevented all of this, honestly. But I think this is probably the smartest, because he's got Fairy. He's going to send 2 fairies to graveyard. And that'll get rid of a good amount of actually usable fusion material is going to be gone. It's going to go to graveyard. And then when he does summon something eventually, I can negate the monster effect of it. And then I can also Torrential, and I can... The Paleozoic isn't the best against fusion decks because you can fuse with face-down monsters. But otherwise, it's not terrible. So he's going to send those guys to the graveyard. The dog's going to resolve. He's going to add an Edge Imp card. He's got Polymerization for sure. So he has that. The Sabrace or Sabers he has in hand, which is definitely usable. Fusion, Polymerization, again, that's fine. I can negate the effect of the monster that he eventually summons. So if he summons whatever he does summon, I can use the effect. I can do that. Also, I have Torrential. So I have multiple ways to interact with that. Also, my monster can't be destroyed by card effect because I have a photon underneath it. Which is this guy right here. So if he has like some sort of non-targeting destruction of some kind, or if he has some sort of destruction effect, I can, like a targeting destruction. Or no, I think he sends, actually. The card that he would summon sends. I think it's that Tiger. Yeah, whatever he summons is going to be limited. He's going to fuse 2. He's going to fuse 2 to summon something. It's going to be the Whale, the Cruel Whale. And this is destroy 1 card on each player's field. And that does not target. So you can draw 2 cards, discard 1. I think I actually have to activate this, because this doesn't target, and I don't know what he's going to be able to do. So he doesn't have to go for this photon. He can go for There Can Be Only One, and that's kind of stopping him right now. So I'm going to go ahead and activate this to negate. Detach 1 Galaxy and destroy that. And I'm going to actually activate this. But I just have to double check something else. Okay, so I kind of want to destroy his card. Yeah, I do want to destroy that card. So I'm going to activate this. I'm going to detach this to destroy his card. And because his other effect is kind of dangerous, the once per turn quick effect, because he gains attack, and I don't want him to do that. So I'm going to have to do this effect. That's fine. Also, I can protect my monster by just attaching material from the deck at any given point. As long as I can play through all these interruptions, I think we're good. Not interruptions. As long as I can keep interrupting him through all of this, I think we're good. So we're going to negate that, destroy it. He's going to be able to send, and he's going to draw 2, discard 1. So he can still fusion summon again. He did normal summon, so at least he wasted that. Nobleman, or Crossout Designator. The thing is, Triple Tactics is now usable, which is a little bit scary, because obviously Triple Tactics is just a scary card in general. So it looks like he's setting end phase. Okay, so now we're going to activate this. Take a photon. I will not be able to summon the photon, unfortunately, because if There Can Be Only One. So I think it's better just to search and put it as material. So I'll just do this. Select 1 card. Yeah, I think this hand. Nope, I'm just going to put it as material. I don't have to search it because I can't summon it, like I said, right now. There can be only one is stopping both of us, but it's stopping him more than it's stopping me. For sure. I will flip this to attack 100%. I think we summon this out. It can pop and destroy. That's probably more useful right now, popping and destroying. I think we've got all of them still in there. Yeah, I think popping and destroying is just more useful than anything else. So we'll just go with that. We'll summon this out. Activate this effect. Target itself. And we'll attach... Do we go for the damage or we go for the safe play? I think we just go for the safer play, because it's not like we're winning this turn anyway. So we'll activate this to search. And we'll add an Endymion, and then we'll be able to draw. Like I said, we're doing decent damage here. So we'll activate this. And if we can draw more interruptions, more spell trap cards, that would be pretty good. So we can pop this, draw exactly stuff like this. That would be good. So we put back the Endymion, and now we just go to battle phase. So again, this is pretty good. We just go to battle phase, attack directly with both of these. We have them under a lot of things, so it's not bad. We have them under both of these. We go main phase 2, set Angel Statue, probably just summon it out during his turn. Next turn we can make a Time Thief with the Angel Statue if we keep it around. And I think we just end phase here, yeah. I think we just go chaining on. I think we just summon the Angel Statue as quick as possible because it is an inherent summon negate. Yeah, it's an inherent summon negate. Yeah, I think we just summon this out. Not that this deck actually inherent summons all that much. I think it's just smart to have it out just in case they do inherent summon for some reason. And then we'll put this out. It's got a ton of defense. Actually, that was pretty dumb. I should have, because I have Torrential, I should not have done that. That was actually kind of dumb. I should have just saved it after the Torrential, and then I would have done something with it. But it's whatever. I guess if they inherent summon for some reason, we have a negate. But we also have the numbered Galaxy and the Candina, which are both usable. So they're going to discard to draw, and hopefully they whiff. Hopefully they draw into something they can't use. They drew Fluffle Cat. But that needs to be sent to graveyard for fusion material to do something. So they're going to summon that out. Now that's their only fairy that they can use. Yeah, I should have waited to summon this Angel Statue. I hope it doesn't cost me in some way. I'm going to activate again to discard Max C. Fair enough. They're going to draw again, Fluffle Wings. They're going to activate the Dark World card. Summoning a Fiend. Okay, I mean, that's really random. They can discard or banish, I think. Yeah, they can discard. Who are they even going to summon here? That's such a random thing to summon. Yeah, I shouldn't have summoned this Angel Statue here at all. This was actually a really, really dumb play. I should have just waited, but especially against this deck, they absolutely don't play inherent summons. They're going to be able to summon something here. Probably Fright for a Tiger, which I can negate. Fortunately, if this card's summoned, you can target cards up to the number of fusion materials, destroy them. But again, I can actually use... I can use the Galaxy dude. Galaxy can't be destroyed by card effects anyway, so really I'm just protecting. There can only be one, but it actually is presenting him with a really difficult time. So I think I do activate this right now. So I will activate this to negate. And I will detach the Shathana to negate his monster. Actually, I should have negated and destroyed. You know what? Negating and destroying wouldn't have been... I think what I'm doing is actually better than negating and destroying, because if I negate and destroying, then he can continue going into Fiends, but if I leave him on board, he can't. Yeah, there we go. So we actually did end up winning. Like I said, sending that Angel Statue there at that time was absolutely not the right play, especially against a deck that does not inherent summon. That was really the wrong play. We've got a Tentacle Plant and some free gems. Alright, this is what our opponent was playing. I mean, they're playing a Fright for a deck that is probably better going second than it is going first, so even if we had... Didn't matter if we won or lost a coin flip, we probably would have ended up going... first anyway. Okay, let's open up some Master Packs. 2 Master Packs, because we are still above Platinum 4. So we can open some Master Packs. We've got another Mecha Phantom Beast. Synchron Carrier's cool. It's a double summon, if I remember. Yeah, you can immediately normal summon It's an extra normal summon. I think that's pretty cool. Evil Swarm, Synat. I think this guy's weirdly usable. Yeah, this card is one of those cards. Again, this is like one of those cards. If I had pulled it in episode like 3, I think it would have been a really awesome card. It maybe would have been like our pseudo boss monster, but like this late into the game, it just isn't good enough. Guardian Trance, Flunderies, Map, and Broken Bamboo Sword, which we apparently have one already, but I think this is maybe usable. This Paparazzi card, I think as funny as it looks, I don't think it's too usable. Signet Storm. No, this we can't use, negate the effects. I don't think we can use this. All linked monsters gain 500. Links cannot be negated. Link summons cannot be negated. This isn't terrible. I mean, this isn't great, but it's a very underwhelming field spell. Alright, let's open another pack. Hopefully something good. Like I said, I would love to pull more of like those monsters that work whenever we have a spellcaster on the field. We get the special summon for free. If I had more of them, I can build a more stable deck based around that. Vendread, level 1, Aroma Jars, can't be destroyed by battle, and it gains 500 every end phase. If this card is flipped face up every end phase, you gain 500. It's not terrible. Squib draw, cool. Heat of the Fire Charmer, that's not what I meant by what I just said. Searing, Firewall, and change over another copy. This is a free summon. No. This is gains 300, not a free summon. And Battling Boxer Veil. When you take battle damage, special summon this card from your hand. Gain life points. You'll take the damage you took. None of these are really usable. Alright, so we are here at the end of the episode. It is, we've done, I'd say, mixed results today. It's not like the best day ever, but it's not the worst. I'm actually going to scroll through all the cards again. And this way, we can, if you guys have any recommendations for decks, I will definitely try them. Next season, we're restarting. We're going back to gold, which is actually, you know, I should be mad, but I'm actually not mad. It has been actually, this is probably one of the more difficult months that we've had, and we still got all the way to Platinum 2 or Platinum 1, which, you know, all things considered, we've had a terrible month, and like we've been losing, I don't even know how many coin flips we've lost, but we've lost a lot of coin flips. There was a point where we lost like 27 out of 30 coin flips. That is insane. But in terms of coin flips, we've just been doing absolutely horrifically this month, which happens. You know, you can't really complain. You have to just kind of move on. It's life. But like I said, it gives us an opportunity to try out some new decks next episode. We have tons of new decks that we can try. We have a Chaos deck. I'm going to be deleting, like I said, a lot of the old decks to make space because it's just better that way too. And like I said, there's going to be a new way, I think, a new way to play these decks for us. You guys can let me know next week if you like them. But we're going to possibly do a new way to do that next week. But as you can see, I'm going to rebuild the normal deck. I'm going to rebuild the Chaos deck. I'm going to rebuild the... What other decks do we have? The Phantasm Spiral deck, because now we have multiples of the field spell, which is quite nice. We're going to rebuild a lot of different decks that we've got. We have a lot of different piles too. Like we have insect stuff. We have like Tenyi stuff. Like we have a lot of random piles, dinosaurs, like random piles that are a lot better than maybe we think that we have. And then we've got a lot of interesting extra deck stuff. We pulled Super Poly today, which I thought was kind of cool, but I don't have any targets for it. So unless I pull Mud Dragon and Garura and like a million other things that are really good, I don't think I can actually use that. Because Super Poly already has issues where sometimes you won't open Super Poly, and it like, not if you don't open Super, sometimes you'll play against the deck and they don't have a card that you can even Super Poly. Like that already is an issue. So I can imagine that also being an issue in this deck, because it's not good against every deck. It's good against certain decks, but it's not good against every deck. But definitely for the main deck, as I played today, I think Gozen Match definitely goes back into the main deck. Gozen Match wins us so many games. It's actually kind of incredible. It's probably one of our strongest cards that we are probably going to be using more often. Like it goes in match is crazy because so many decks now are not monotype, so they're like multi-type. Especially like there are some decks that goes in match isn't great against, but there are a lot of decks where it's just phenomenal against. So I think we definitely have to work that back in. Like there's maybe decks like Ubel, for example, that is not so great again. Goes in match is not so great against it. But then again, if they summon like an Unchained monster, they have different attributes. They have like fire and water and stuff like that. Sometimes they can summon an Unchained monster. You flick the Sharvara. If they summon Sharvara, you flip Gozen Match. You can actually win that game fairly easily. The other deck I just saw is maybe like a Pyro deck, just a pure Pyro deck would be kind of cool. Just a slow Pyro deck with like the fire monsters, the barrier statue and solar flare dragon and stuff like that. I think that could be a cool deck with all of our True Draco stuff. We have Diagram now. That would be an interesting deck. Like I said, Chaos deck, I think next week we play. I'm still not 100% sure how to build this deck. If somebody can make it, I'll definitely try it on the screen. Maybe we just play a 40 card version. I made the 60 cards because we do have grass, and it would be cool to run a deck with grass, but I guess we'll have to see. This is like it's a 60 card Cosmo deck, and we've got a lot of cool stuff available in the deck, but I guess we'll see. We're getting down to the bottom now. The commons and stuff. Commons are obviously less usable, but there are still a lot of really good commons, and that's the great thing about using new decks is we can if we use the new decks, we can try a bunch of different cool things. Maybe we find a better strategy this way too, because as of right now, our deck isn't good enough to get into Master. Even our best deck isn't good enough to get into Master, so it's possible we have to change even our best deck. We have 2 Gozen Matches, so maybe the ban list will help us out, but I doubt it. Gozen Match is a card that should be limited to 1, if not banned, if I'm going to be honest with you. Like, yeah, we're winning with it, but that doesn't mean that it's like a fair card, just because we're winning with it. We also have these 2 right here. I have Total Magician's right, Magician's left, so if we do play even more of a pure Spellcaster deck, that could be usable. But there's a lot of directions that we can go. We have a lot of machines, Spellcasters, we have a lot of random stuff. We have so many cards that we've pulled over the course of time. Random boss monsters to various things. We have a lot of like pieces to a lot of different decks that maybe we can utilize, maybe we can't. I guess I'll have to see. Paleozoics we haven't used in a while. I was actually thinking about playing a slower version of a Chaos deck that builds resources over a couple of turns. I was thinking about doing that, and that could be something that we could do. This is Synchro Zone. We've got Prey of Juraigumo. This card's pretty decent, but this is everything that we've got right now. If you have any recommendations, let me know. If not, like I said, I'm going to have decks ready next week regardless. So thank you for watching.
La 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 la.